Trendsetter.
Yeah, baby, it's your boy, Mr. C, the Trendsetter, back here, Trendsetter TV, standing here with the man with the plan, my homeboy Eric T. What's up with you, man?
What's up, C? Everything good? You know, glad to have you over here in Lake Charles, man. I had to come down, and when you called me and told me what you wanted to do, I was like, let's make it happen. Man, I've been doing C for some years, dude. It's been a while. He was doing it big in my hometown in Meridian, Mississippi. Came to Lafayette. We've been connected ever since, man. So I'm glad to see you doing this Trendsetter, man. It's all about you.
Appreciate you, man. And for those of y'all who don't know, that's the program director at 107 Jams out here in Lake Charles. How long you been out here, man?
Man, I've been here since 2001. My family and I moved here in July. When we first came here, the radio station was V1075. We changed formats in '04, went mainstream, hip-hop, and R&B. Been doing great, #1 ever since, man. So we killing it, man. We love in this area. I don't think we're going to move anytime soon. I mean, it's in between everything. If I want to go to the Big Easy, if I want to go to Houston or Dallas, we can do that.
Already, man. Now, you say y'all change formats. The mainstream format, a lot of people don't understand this, but the mainstream hip-hop and R&B format, it doesn't just consist of, what's the difference between urban AC and mainstream?
You know, the funny thing about it, see, and I know you remember, but I remember when radio, back in the day, you could hear Elton John, you could hear Cyndi Lauper, and you can come back and hear Michael Jackson. It's kind of like how MTV kind of, kicked off that format. But the difference, urban AC is where you get more of the adult-based music. That's where you hear the artists like the Grisette Michelle's, how you hear the Anita Baker with her, the last one she did lately, stuff like that. Where the mainstream, a lot of folks tend to want to call it hip-hop stations. It's not so much that, but it is a little bit younger. So you're going to hear your Kendrick Lamar, you're going to hear your Drake. You're still going to hear some Anthony Hamilton because he's one of those artists that can kind of cross the bridge. So, I think a lot of folks kind of get the misconception that, it's a hip-hop station, which means it's negative. It's not negative, because, I'm in my age and I still want to party too. I may not want to be ratchet all night,
right?
But, I still want to get my jam on as well. So, hip-hop is not all hip-hop is bad.
All right, man. And tell me this, man. What's the local flavor around Lake Charles right now?
We actually got some artists, man, starting to make some things, man. Shout out to Richie Rich, who I was talking to you about earlier, man. I mean, we got, it's a few cats around here that's starting to make some noise, man. I got to give a shout out to Big Boy Chill, who's actually got Devin. We got J King. We got Bug. Let's see, I got So Suede out here. We got Chino. It's a lot of artists, starting to make some things happen. Of course, I think one of the original groups when I first got here was X-Mob. So you got Vicious and Bundy G and Slice. So, we hoping we can get somebody else coming up out of Lake Charles doing some stuff.
Okay, man. What advice will you have for anybody that needs to have some advice about getting in the game?
Man, I tell people all the time, whether it's if you're trying to get into music, everybody is an artist. Everybody wants to be a rapper. I have people coming to me saying, man, I could do what you do, but I would love for you to come and try, But I mean, as far as music, promote. I think the biggest thing is if you're not a believer in your product, then how can you expect for us to believe what you're doing? If you're gonna have not really want to put 100% into what you're doing, then you can't get 100% of support. So you're gonna have to put the money into your product. You're gonna have to put the money into your graphics. You're gonna have to put the money into your promotions. You're gonna have to have people that's on your team that want to see you make it just as bad as you do. You're gonna have somebody on your team that's helping you in your while they're with you, they're helping you promote your CD. But when you turn your back, they're pulling their CD out of their pocket, trying to sell that one. So you got to have somebody that you trust. It can be some family, it can be some friends, but they got to want to see you make it, and you'll see us getting behind you. One of the biggest things I tell people all the time is you look at cats like Boosie, who's out right now, but it's a lot of artists, man. He was making money without any radio play. So it can be done. Radio doesn't necessarily make you successful. Yeah, it can kind of help, but you can decide on how big you want to be on your own.
And this comes from a radio guy. This is a program director telling you that.
Telling you, I love my job, but I can't make you famous. Only you can do that with, you know, the amount of time and patience that you put into your product. So if you do that, we'll be coming after you. That's what you want to do. You want to make radio come after you. You don't necessarily have to go after radio.
All right. All right. Let's get to the fun part, man. All right. Who you listening to right now? What's in your CD deck?
Wow, man. In my deck right now, dude, honestly, I'm a little old school right now. I've been listening to some Alexander O'Neal. They may not know about that, but I've been on some Alexander O'Neal. I'm telling you, I'm serious. But honestly, you know what I downloaded the other day? I was listening to Dobie out of Montgomery.
Okay.
I was jamming the Dobie mixtape, man. It's sad to say he's gone, man, but the dude was really talented. Definitely still on Drake. You know, I think that was a good one. And I'm still rocking Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the last Jay-Z, you can't beat that. Beyonce, you know, I ain't doing the drunken love. We ain't surfboarding around here. But, you know, I got to give it to him.
You done sung it, though.
You know,
And when you by yourself, you sung it.
yeah, even when the wife is gone. Yeah, you know, I don't do it even when she's at home. So, but no, I mean, if it's good music, I listen to it, man. I don't care what genre it is. You know, if it's good music, I'm listening to it.
That's what's up. All right. Throw some names out there at you. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Okay. Who has better movies? Denzel or Eddie Murphy?
Denzel. I like Denzel, man. I mean, Eddie is funny. Eddie is funny, but I've seen every movie Denzel's done, all the way back from Carbon Copy to Soldier Story. I'm a Denzel fan. I like Eddie and his funniness, but I want to see him get back to doing stand-up, though.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
If he can do that, you know, I don't mind going to see Shrek 15 if it happens, but I want to see him get back to stand-up, but I got to go with Denzel.
Okay, cool deal, man. I appreciate you taking the time from your busy schedule. If you're in Lake Charles, 107 Jams.
Yeah, 107.5 or 107jamz.com. You can listen online. We're going to be doing some real big things with Mr. C and Trendsetta TV, so be looking out for that too.
Okay, how can they get in touch with you? I know you're not going to give your phone number out there because every rapper in the world call you. How can they get in touch with you?
Hit me up at Eric T, and that's ERIKTEE, at townsquaremedia.com. You can send your music. I'll definitely listen to it. Send me your contact information. I'll reply back to it, and it may not be right then, but I will hit you back, and we can have a conversation later.
One of the good dudes of radio, man. Eric T. Appreciate you, man.
See.
Trendsetta TV, baby.
You better hurry up. We don't want to be late. What the heck did you just do?
Let your man out. Brood, the essence of man.
Hi, we're back, Trendsetta TV, and right now it's a new portion of the program. It's called Press Download, all right? This is when I tell you exactly what you need to have downloaded into your iPod, your iTunes, or whatever your MP3 player, or you just need to get up with your bootleg man and he hook you up with the CD. I don't know. I don't judge. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. If you didn't know, this was something funny. He's been getting in a lot of trouble lately for doing this, but Nick Cannon has a new CD out. It's called White People Party Music. Now, I don't know if you know, but he's been doing, you know how they have blackface, he's been doing whiteface. He's been like making himself a white guy and getting in a lot of trouble. People call it reverse racism. I think it's kind of funny, me, myself personally. I might be wrong. So what? Anyway, he got an album out. I don't think anybody gonna go get the album anyway, but if you into that, Nick Cannon, new album out. Nas is back. It's the 20th anniversary of Illmatic, so it's like a re-release, and I think they got some extra tracks on it, so Illmatic. His ex-wife also got an album out. Khalees, her new album is called Fool. If you're checking for Khalees like that, I don't know. I'm sure she's still fine, so, I mean, there's that. Rick Ross, if you don't have this one, it came out last month. And Mastermind, good album. If you don't have that, go get that. Pharrell Williams, he's got an album called Girl. You need to have that downloaded. Ashanti, she's still fine. Braveheart's out, or whatever. Young Money, Rise of an Empire, that's out. And MJG, that is a personal favorite of mine. He got 2 Pimpin' 2.0. Get it, man. Why not? YG, My Crazy Life, it's out. It's taking the world by storm. I mean, he's a West Coast rapper and it's getting some pub now, so get YG, I guess. Kevin Gates, Louisiana Hero. Know you've been seeing more videos and more things with him in there. I know I have been. And he's actually going to be at the Cage Dome for the big Boosie concert. So anyway, if you don't have his album, you need to know all the words. Press download. Get the new Kevin Gates by any means. I like it. So it's cool. And Sage the Gemini's album is out. So if you into that type of stuff, press download, all right? More Trendsetta TV.